name is Karry and I received the Holy Spirit. From the age of 16, I got pregnant and then I had an abortion. It led me to having anger issues at home to the point where I stabbed my sister. At the age of 5 years old, I saw a lot of violence at home. It was to a point my dad was always violent with my mom. And it was to a point where I saw him beating her, slapping her, and it was really, really bad. It broke me down and I had a lot of anger towards him. And as we grew up, my mom started to take it out on us, on me especially. I felt like I was the black sheep of the family. Every time she would take it out on me. And it got to a point where I just erupted. And because of that, it led me to do things that I didn't want to do. I would take drugs to escape from all the problems that I was facing at home. I would meet out with boys, with friends, with group of friends. We would do things that we wasn't supposed to do. Things that I always said to myself that I would never do, but I ended up doing. So from the age of 16, I got pregnant and then I had an abortion. From that point, I got arrested. Because of the anger and all the situation that I was going through in life, it led me to having anger issues at home to the point where I stabbed my sister. I don't even remember stabbing her. I blacked out at that moment. On my second arrest, it was for domestic violence. That moment, I flipped. I just went angry. I raged. My mom said something. I don't remember what she said, but she just said one word and I went out. I blacked out. And it was to a point where I got arrested because I turned my whole house upside down. I destroyed my own house. And inside of me, I felt very down. I felt downcast. I felt like no one was there to listen to what I was going through at that moment. I felt neglected, rejected. Many times, I just wanted to end my life. Many times I wanted to commit suicide. But again, I never had the strength to take my own life. So I thought, okay, because of me being arrested, having a criminal record, I said to myself, I'm going to live my life the way I need to live it. I didn't care what anyone was going to think about me. I didn't care how my life was going to be, if I was going to wreck it. It was already wrecked anyways. What more can I have done? Many times I thought that that's how my life was meant to be. So from 2005, I remember going to the church with my sister, and eventually we stopped going. We just stopped going. And then in 2017, I remember I was 19 years old and I said I needed help. I needed someone to help me with my situation, to resolve my problems that I was facing. And that's when I decided to return back to the church. So the pastor started to advise me to start attending the Friday services. So I did. And I was constantly coming. And as I was coming, I was letting go of the grudges. I was letting go of the anger that I had built inside of me, the addiction, everything. And from then on, I've not been the same. Honestly, I can truly say that my countenance has changed from within. And after my deliverance, I realized the most important thing that I needed was the Holy Spirit, which was advised by the pastor. And he said to me, you can be in the church for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 20 years. But if you don't have the Holy Spirit, you have an expiry date, you're going to leave. In the 21 days, I had to confess things that I had in my mind. And these were sexual thoughts, promiscuous thoughts. It was kind of embarrassing to confess to God, but I had to do it, which was very hard. So in regards to my family, I had to, speak to my mom what was going on inside of me. I had to confess to her about things that I had inside of me towards her, even my sister, feelings that I had. And I asked her for forgiveness. This was one of the things that I asked for. One of the biggest issues that I had was believing in myself. I never thought that I could receive the Holy Spirit. And the more I kept on seeking God, the more I kept on talking to God, the more I kept emptying out myself before God, God was confirming with me that you're going to receive the Holy Spirit. So I remember preparing myself. I anointed my clothes. I seek the Holy Spirit. I fasted. I did everything I could to receive the Holy Spirit. I even said, God, I made a vow. I said, God, I'm going to bring this one soul to you. This will be my present to you. And I'm going to receive you. This will be my day. That Wednesday was the last day of the 21 days. We came and the Holy Spirit said, I'm inside of you. He confirmed it inside of me. And from that day, I never felt the same. I never left the same. My mind wasn't the same. I no longer get angry or become violent. I'm not this like, I believe in myself, even if others think of me otherwise, but I believe in myself. I truly believe in myself. I believe that God is with me, that God is going to protect me. He's going to guide me through it. It's been 18 months since I've been raised as an assistant, and I can truly say that my desire more than anything is to saving souls, is to give to them what they never received from anyone, is to open their minds and to give them what God has given to me.